could stay like this, forever following you.
Hello all. A very foggy day today here in San Francisco, California, US. It's sort of the way that nature cleans itself, is with fog, clouds, and rain. And what happens is the fog comes in and gets everything wet, and then the particles, the dust particles and the particles such as the exhaust particles and everything else, clings to everything that's wet. And then eventually it'll rain and all that stuff will flow down into the ground. The rivers, the lakes, and eventually the ocean, where it'll sink to the bottom and be covered up by more sediment. And eventually, well, it's buried for good. That's how nature does it. But the orange man here in the US wants to do cleaning up a different way. He says that California's wildfires are caused by excessive forests, too many trees. We have to cut down trees. So he's actually proposing more logging for California. This proposal may go into effect as early as this month. This will open up public lands to loggers, mining, oil and gas exploration, off-road vehicles, and grazing by land animals. See, he doesn't even try to disguise what he's doing. He wants to turn public land into private land. Or if he can't do that, at least make it so the public can use it for whatever they want, especially him and his associates. You know, you have to wonder about this guy. If you cut down more trees from logging, people will build with it. Then, in the coming years, when it gets hotter and hotter, those homes will be very flammable because of the heat. And then when they burn, they'll add even more CO2 to the environment. So you're taking something that's taking in CO2, causing less air pollution, and drinking up CO2 by the tons are the forests. And we're going to cut these down, and it has never been proven that forests cause fires. It's just they have a different kind of fire. But there are many fires that are ripping through wooded homed areas and burning hundreds or thousands of homes down without any trees at all. Guess it's time to cut down the homes. But that's not all. So another proposal by the Orange Man is to start selling off public land. Now, Ron Zinke, the Interior Secretary, when he got the job, said he would never sell off public land. Of course, they always do just the opposite of what they promise. Always. The first sell-off will be 1,600 acres of public lands to the corporations. I'm going to show you, this is a screenshot of what they plan to do to Bears Ear and other public lands in Utah, where these sales are taking place, so that oil, gas, and other things such as massive amounts of deep water waste disposal is going to take place, because Bears Ear area in Utah is a superb area to throw away our waste. Why not throw it underneath our precious lands that we set aside for our children? Pollute the hell out of that. Greed is so important these days to these people. It just astounds me. Once again, we see no respect at all. Only greed, only dollar signs. And their children and their children's children will suffer so badly. And if you tell them that, they don't really care. So does anybody really care? Am I and a few others the only ones that really care? Your comments down below. I appreciate all the last comments, and the ups and the downs, and the new subscribers. And until next time.
Let's stay